Alright, hey guys, Gamers Resolve here. Now, I've recently been playing Fallout New Vegas Dead Money. I'm just gonna say now, although the DLC itself isn't great, the storyline and the place behind it is a pretty amazing thing. And, so I was just gonna go through, because the fact is that when you play this game, there are so much hidden details in it that, you know, you may not find them all out, you may not get the true meaning of the Seriea Madre casino. But basically, I'm going to sort of like gather all the details on the internet here, is that the Seriea Madre was built by Mr. Sinclair to protect his love, Vera Keys. Now, the villa was, you know, as I'm sure you might have read, the builders say, you know, it's not built to last, it's, you know, it's crumbling, it's basically sand and cement. Well, up there is the Seriea Madre casino, which is literally a fortress, okay? It may look like a casino, but it's not a casino. It is a fortress with a vault, as you know, and the vault was supposed to keep Vera Keys safe, because he saw nuclear war was coming. And when he, so when he thought that the nuclear war was coming, he built this massive vault, similar to the Vault-Tec vaults, but, you know, just differently. The idea was when the bombs came, Vera would use her voice to unlock the vault. She would go inside it, shut, the door would lock behind her, she'd be secure and safe in there. And then a broadcast message would be sent out to the authorities that, you know, after the bombs had dropped, that she was in there safe and someone should come rescue her. Now, as you know, when you start this DLC, it will clearly say, "Welcome to the Seriea Madre Casino, where you can begin again." Now, the thing is, that's its advertising slogan. You can begin again, not the emergency broadcast message from Vera. Now, that's what you're saying is because the casino never opened, the bombs fell on the opening night. It was that the slogan was linked up to the broadcast system rather than the emergency system, so that's why you get lured here, because it was the advertisement rather than the emergency broadcast symbol. Now, the toxic cloud that you'll see over the places, that's actually a self-defense thing. It's actually to keep the casino secret, because you'll see this cloud and you won't be able to get near it, you know, you'll die of toxic stuff. And then this was borrowed from Big Mountain, and he was going to use self-defense to keep the casino safe, but obviously the casino isn't safe. Now, as you know, these ghost harvesters are the inhabitants of the Seriea Madre, all missing their heads, because, you know. But basically, you may, if you've played Old World Blues, you may remember these guys, the suits that they wear. It's an anti-radiation suit. Now, basically, these were given to the workers as they were working on this, because the toxic cloud kept leaking out of the pipes, so it wasn't really staying. So it kept leaking everywhere. So they had these suits to work in. But the thing is, the suits had this lock on them, but because of the toxic cloud, it corroded the locks, so they were trapped inside the suits. You know, so the hundreds of workers were just trapped inside these suits, and then gradually they just got mutated from radiation. And that's why the ghost people are there. They're the mutated workers who got trapped inside these suits that they couldn't get off, and they got, you know, and the toxic cloud just diffused into the suits. Now, Now, Seriea Madre became a death trap, because basically, Vera, can I go down here? No. Vera, no. No, oh, yes. Yeah, here we go, right. This is after the thing's done, but basically, Vera wanted to, when Vera met this guy called Dean Domino, the horrible guy, and so basically, she wanted to steal all the money in here, which is, you know, thousands of dollars, but Sinclair found out about it, so what he did was he made this a death trap, so you go in here, you'd read his personal accounts to get the money, and the door would seal you in there, and you wouldn't be able to get out, and the elevator would go back up and trap you. Which wasn't which is basically turning the bunker into a death trap. Now, eventually, Sinclair thought, I'm being too harsh on her, I'll try and change it back to a bunker, but he couldn't change it back to a bunker, and this place became a death trap, and yeah, and he's here, Mr. Sinclair, the founder's remains. Yeah, I'll get out here. Yeah. So basically it became a death trap for him. And he died, Vera died. Well, so basically, yeah, so he was meant to trap Dean, but of course Dean was out here, he got turned into a ghoul. Well, yeah, he was in there, he got turned into a ghoul. And basically on the night when the bombs fell, all the security turned hostile because they thought the people in there were hostile, so they, you know, killed them all. And then Vera, because Sinclair had almost tried to change the security system, had still got her down as a protected person, so the so the security sealed her in her room. Yeah, so it sealed her in her room, and so she was supposed to be, you know, nice and safe. But she wasn't, obviously. Yeah, she got trapped in here, and because she had that plane, so she just, there's a skeleton. The auto doc tried giving her what it could, but, and it says let go, which just means, which she wrote let go, which is a final message to Sinclair, saying I can't believe you did this all for me, just let go, let it go, let me go. Which is why, so it's really just a sad story of, you know, betrayal and how he built this one thing, the whole thing for the one woman he loved. But as Father Elijah says, the hard part about the Seriea Madre is not finding it, it's letting it go.